Hello and welcome to a new reading vlog. Today is going to be, this video is heavily inspired by Mel from Mel Reads, and every once in a while she does these like bookish sleepovers. I thought we could do like a little cozy fall Halloween-ish sleepover. We're going to, I don't know if we're going to go out and about, maybe, possibly, it is possible, but tonight, really what we're going to do, we're going to chill, we're going to make dinner. It's going to be just nice and cozy, and of course, we might watch a movie, maybe put on some fall ambiance and read a little bit. It's really just going to be some nice cozy vibes. I do maybe want to go out and get a snack, I think, or not get a snack, but like, I don't know, I meant to get some apples when I was out earlier. Either way, I did get some Halloween candy yesterday when I was out and about. I got some Butterfingers, Benson got some Hershey's, we got some Halloween Oreos. It really is just going to be a chill night in. Maybe we'll go out and do some shopping later, but I honestly don't think that's going to happen. Either way, we are also going to have a book on deck that we are going to try to finish today, and that is called Pumpkin Spice and Poltergeist. That one is about, all I know is about it is it's about a witch who summons her ex-girlfriend's ghosts, but then another girl moves to town, and it does kind of feel, at least at the beginning, a little love triangle-y, which we all know I don't necessarily love, but it also does seem like a book that I could enjoy. Don't think it's going to be a new favorite, but I'm really excited about it. It's short, it's sweet, and we can probably get it read in a day, along with all the other things that we have to do. And Benson's home.
Whoa.
And I will talk to you later when we actually start. Again, this is really just going to be a lot of B-roll. It's just going to be hanging out with me and
you know what it's not going to be a lot
cute,
of?
cozy fall shit.
You know what it's not going to be a lot of? Kings.
Okay, it is much later. Benson and I ended up going out for a little bit. I do. We ended up going out for a bit. We didn't realize that there was like a little book thing happening in our town. I wanted to get some footage of it, but I didn't because there was too many people. Let's talk about this because I haven't done anything else. We're still going through with the plans of hanging out, watching a movie, just getting super cozy and chilling while we read Pumpkin Spice and Poltergeist. But I did want to talk about what I've read so far. 105 pages in out of a 267 page book. I do have the audiobook, so I'll probably pop that in while I am making dinner. And I meant to get apples today so that we can make some apple nachos, and I forgot. But either way, Pumpkin Spice and Poltergeist, I mentioned briefly, is about Jordan, who is a witch. And she had this long-term girlfriend, and unfortunately they broke up, and a couple of months later her ex-girlfriend unfortunately passed away. And one night on the anniversary, either their anniversary or the anniversary of her ex's death, she ends up summoning her ghost just so she could say goodbye. And unfortunately, something in the wording, because you know magic and spells can be tricky, something in the wording leads to her ex-girlfriend now being stuck and tethered to her until Jordan moves on, which is where Harlow enters. She is new into this town and quickly finds out that this town isn't just really focused on Halloween and doesn't just have a deep love for Halloween. No, it actually has monsters in it. Witches, vampires, werewolves, all of the things. And she is trying to adjust to this life while also dealing with being told that she has been a screw-up her whole life. And we've already seen a couple of those little mess-ups, which, to be fair, if you've never worked, her sister owns like a little cafe, Her sister owns a little witchy cafe, and Harlow ends up getting a job there and working there. And a couple of mistakes have been made. But to be fair, it is literally her first day, and she has not been properly trained for this post. So her sister keeps getting really frustrated at her for messing up, but like she hasn't really told her what to do. So really it's on the sister. So that's kind of pissing me off. Either way, this is like a really cute book. I don't think it's going to be my favorite romance of all time. It just seems like it's going to be a really fast-paced, again, it's only 267 pages, which is short for a romance book. I don't think it's going to be my favorite of all time. Who knows if we even end up keeping it on the shelf after we read this, but either way, it is a cute, sweet, and cozy little time featuring some romance. And I thought it was going to be really love triangle-y. It's not love triangle-y at all, which I am really, really happy about. Now, let us commence with the fall chill vibes. Hey, okay. I do feel the need to tell you that it's actually the next day from the last clip that I filmed. I didn't end up finishing this vlog last night. Benson and I just actually kind of ended up having like a little date night and watching some old TV shows instead of, after I cooked dinner. So, like, I could have, like, hung out with you and everything, but either way, right now they are streaming. The only reason I'm telling you it's the next day is because I assumed at least one of you would notice that I'm in a different shirt. Like, I could have easily just said, just lied to you and been like, oh yeah, I filmed this all in one night, and you would never know. But it's fine. It's really just like a hangout for the weekend with me, and that's okay. I have a feeling this is just gonna be a short, chill vlog anyway. I did want to say hi to you though and let you know, okay, I am enjoying Pumpkin Spice and Poltergeist. Do I think the pacing's off? Yes. Do I think that it is way too much of I don't want to say like love at first sight thing, but I do feel like it is very fast paced with the love, especially. Like, it's not insta love, but because of the way that the story is told and what the pacing it is and how short of a book it is, they are falling for each other really quickly, especially since Jordan is obviously trying to still get over her ex-girlfriend who died, but now it just seems like, not that she's over it, like we're also trying to figure out if there were strange circumstances happening and that those are the reasons that Lou passed away. But like, I feel like it's a lot to fit into a 260 something page book. And then we also have Harlow's sister Willow, who is consistently getting on my nerves. Here's the thing, I understand having a certain way that you do things and everything, and like, and not wanting people to step on your toes or like ask for permission before, but you're inviting your sister into work at your place of business, not really giving her a lot of training. And then you get mad at every little thing she does when you agreed to begin with to let her help more. Like, not to get into spoilers, but there was one incident with an allergy, and typically customers are supposed to let whoever's making their drink or whatever know if they have an allergy. But Harlow gets blamed for adding nutmeg into a latte, not realizing the customer was, and I get like I see it from both points of view. Harlow was just trying to do something nice, but didn't think to ask about allergies, not realizing that vampires can have allergies. I don't know, it's like, on one hand, if you come in every single day and this is what you get and this is how it's normally made, maybe you don't think you have to tell somebody you have an allergy. But if you know there's a new person behind the counter that doesn't really know you, you should be the one saying, oh hey, I have an allergy. But then that became a whole thing. And then there's like this new situation where Willow agreed to be a little more lenient and let Harlow help more, but she isn't doing that. I don't know, it's really frustrating to see, because Harlow is consistently feeling like a screw up when it's not really her screwing up. It's her sister being kind of a control freak. Like, if you invite somebody to come and work for you, you have to let them help a little bit, especially if like you know them on a personal level. You gotta let them help a little bit. It's really, really frustrating to witness. Otherwise, I'm having a really, really fun time with this book. I don't know, the allergy thing though, like, I'm saying, like, I get and I don't get, because like, if you get the same thing every day, like, you wouldn't think you need to mention an allergy. But once again, somebody new, maybe be like, oh hey, I come here every day, you look like you're new here though, I just want to let you know I'm allergic to this, this, and this. just seems like the natural thing to do. You can agree, you can disagree with me. That's totally fine if you do. But either way, that's literally the only thing that's keeping me from fully enjoying it. I mean, it's not the only thing, but that's a big thing that's keeping me from fully enjoying this. I also just don't think I'm typically really good at knowing what I'm going to rate books before I read them, just depending on like the vibe that I get. Sometimes I'm surprised. Sometimes I'm disappointed, but typically, like, if it's a 3-star, I know way ahead of time that it's going to be a 3-star just based on like the vibes and or synopsis. This one, I have a feeling is just like I'm about halfway through. I just know it's probably going to be a 3-star, and it's going to take something really impactful for me to give it anything higher than a 3. I think then there are still a lot of questions that we need answers to. So I do know there is a sequel to this. Will I read the sequel? Probably, if I want something like a little lighter and fluffier. But I don't know if it's necessarily like this one is necessarily going to check all of those boxes for me. For right now, I have to decide. I did make myself a little tray of snacks, which I'm probably not going to eat too many of. I just kind of wanted the cute little aesthetic, if I'm being honest. And I might pop on something cute and cozy, either up here if I can find my laptop, or downstairs while Benson is streaming. Either way, we're gonna chill for the rest of the night, wrap up this vlog. I'll probably wrap up this vlog tomorrow morning, if I'm being honest, so that I can finish the book. If I watch a movie, I'm definitely not finishing the book, but I might finish the book on my walk to work tomorrow morning and then wrap up this vlog, because this has to get edited and posted in 2 days, and we still have a lot of other videos that we need to get cracking on. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow probably. Hey, okay. It's the next day. I meant to update you earlier, but I was at work, and then Connor came over, and the 3 of us went out to sushi. We went out to eat sushi. And then I've been spending the last little bit editing, and I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache. So I want to just wrap this up and get it all posted and take a thumbnail and everything so that I can go to bed. I finished with this vlog. Okay, this one's going to be this one and the next one are going to be a little bit more on the boring side, because I've never done this style of vlogs before. So the next one, to give you a little spoiler, is going to be like a Junji Ito vlog, but it's like a 24-hour vlog. And I'm still finding my comfort level on reading manga in series, or not like series, because Junji Ito is not a series, it's a collection of books, but I'm still finding my footing on ranking and rating manga and having like a good discussion about it, especially short stories. So that one's probably going to be a little more on the boring side, and then this one was also a little more on the boring side just because there wasn't a lot to do. And I think the next time that I do this, there's going to be A, more than one book, B, we're actually going to go out and like do things and hang out and actually have more to discuss and more to like hang out. It's going to be definitely longer. This one was really just kind of a spur of the moment filming, trying to find a video that takes up space that is still fall and relevant. I would have also liked to have gone outside a little more, maybe read outside, but because it was part of this 13 things, like, I'm gonna have a general wrap up for this and kind of talk about like my experience and my thoughts and if I would ever do this again later on in the month. But yeah, I'm just gonna fair warn you, this one and the next one are a little more boring. The rest of them will pick up. I do have some much more interesting things popping up, so these are the first videos you're ever seeing from me. Do not rate or do not base your enjoyment level from these videos onto my other videos, because we do have some much more fun and exciting, chill reading vlogs that are happening throughout the months, throughout the times, throughout the videos. I don't really know what I'm saying anymore. I'm really, really tired. I want to get this edited, thumbnail uploaded, and scheduled so that I can go to sleep. Either way, we did finish Pumpkin Spice and Poltergeist. And it was a 3-star. There was a moment or two where I thought, okay, maybe I'll bump it up to a 4, but I think that stemmed from my enjoyment of the relationship more than it did for the actual book. And sometimes I feel myself doing that with romance books. I will tend to think about rating it a little higher just because I like the romance and not necessarily the writing or the book itself. And I didn't do that with this one. I did give it a 3-star. I think it was too much to fit in to a 260-page book. I think it was too short to fit in a mystery. I think there wasn't a lot of world building, which I would have liked to see more of, because we do know that it's a town, like a Halloween town, that, of course, if you're human, you think is just for the tourists. But if you live there, you know, actually has witches and werewolves and vampires. I don't know. I would have liked to explore that a little more. And there are more books, so maybe we do get that in later installments, but there wasn't enough setup in the first one, which is typically where you like to see that setup. I have a thing about finishing series if I enjoyed it enough. So we probably will end up continuing on with the series. So I did say it was a duology. I lied to you. There is a 3rd book that's supposed to come out next September. So we probably will be reading those, because I do enjoy the romances that are coming from like, that are going to be explored in these books. I just don't think it's enough to call this a new favorite series, but I am the type of reader that not everything I read needs to be a 5-star. Like, there's nothing wrong with going in and picking up a 3-star book just because you want something a little lighter, fluffier, and something that you know you're going to get through. In the comments, leave me some ideas for how I can make this style of vlog a little more interesting and a little better. And I will absolutely take your suggestions and try to do that the next time I film a little hang out with me for the weekend vlog. Again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I know this was a little more boring and definitely not as evenly paced as I wanted to. Of course, we're talking about pacing here, and here I am posting a video that I'm not entirely happy with, but we're going to post it anyway because I do not have time to refilm everything. Either way, I will see you tomorrow with day 5. I love you. Goodbye.